Hello.
Yes, sir.
Please ask everyone to join so that we can start the class as soon as possible. So we will wait till 1:10. Okay. 3 more minutes we will wait, and then we will start.
Sir, there was supposed to be a test of 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay. There will be test. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh, so that someone is going to maybe someone is going to maybe present some slides, right? Or hello, any presentation was planned? Okay, okay. Hello. Yeah. Actually, I was not. Uh, I didn't know about the test, so I'm not going to take any test. Okay. So we will just take the lab class. So in today's class, we will show you. We have made some videos of a foundry section and plasma building. So we'll show you some videos. Okay, and we will try to explain something about foundry section and plasma welding. And if you will have any doubts, you can ask us. Okay. Okay. So first we will see about plasma welding. Okay. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Everyone, so this is a plasma welding setup. So today we are going to see about the plasma welding under welding section. This is available in our center workshop in our institute. So this is a full setup. So currently it is not working because our point is not working and cylinder is empty. So when this machine will be in working condition, at that time we can show you full working, full how this plasma welding is done. So right now we are just going to show you the equipments available and how it works. So this is a cylinder. This is an argon gas cylinder. So currently this is empty. So this is going to be refilled soon. So after that we can start working in this plasma welding setup. And this is a cage where this cylinder will be kept in this cage. And this is a plasma welding system. So here from back side we can see that here there is a power switch, and when power will be given to this, and there is a main switch. So here we can switch on and switch off, and here there is a water in and water out. This water will come from this water cooling system. This is a water cooling system. This is a water cooler basically. So its function is to cool the water. And the purpose to cool the water is to means control the temperature of electrode, because while doing the welding, the temperature of electrode will rise, and we required to it is very important to control the temperature of the electrode. Otherwise it will erode and it may damage. Okay, since we are using the non-consumable electrode here, so it is very important to maintain the temperature. So this will show us the temperature of the water, and this is on and off pump. This will show whether our pump is on or off, and this is for compressor, and this will show this is the indicator for power on. This is the switch for the regulator for pump on, for pump, and this for compressor. And using this we can control the flow of the water. So here you can see this an outer outlet of the water. So from here from this point the water will come out, and it will go to the this welding system, and this is a water inlet. From here there's the hot water will come to this water cooling system. This is a front view of plasma welding system. So this is a lock. So here using if suppose if we forgot to switch off the main switch, then we can directly lock, so that no one can misuse this setup, and we can then the hazardous or whatever accident we can avoid. So this is the indicator for power. This if whether water is coming or not, whether water flow is happening or not, this will indicate. And this is for error. If some error is there, so this will switch on, and here in this screen here, that error will show. And using this, there's this is an indicator of the indicator of the flow of pilot gas, and this is for shield gas. And this is a outlet of the pilot gas, and this is for shield gas. And this is for this is a nozzle positive, and this is an electrode negative. And this will be connected to the our workpiece. This is the electrode. This will be connected to the our workpiece, and another electrode will be in this nozzle. And this will give the motion to our workpiece, and likewise we can do the welding process. And further, this technical thing will explained by my colleague Kasif.
Okay, good afternoon. So this is the welding speed machine, and we give the welding speed, variation of the welding speed for the welding. So now first of all I will show you. This is the electrode, and this electrode will up and down. Suppose that we want 1 mm or 2 mm, we keep a distance between the workpiece and the electrode. So here we correct the distance between the electrode and workpiece. So arrangement for this manage the distance of the workpiece and welding machine. And now I will show you the fixture. This is the copper plate fixture, and we fix the two plate of the workpiece. And after the fixing in the fixture, we keep this fixture on the welding speed and give the variation of the speed. And this is the key which is used to loosen at tightening this fixture. Okay. So this is the variation of the machine. Suppose that we want 2 mm per second or 3 mm per second. So here arrangement of this variation of the arrangement of the welding speed. Okay. So this is the setup of our microplasma arc welding machine. Okay. Okay, so plasma arc welding and microplasma arc welding principle is same, but in the microplasma arc welding, here two parameters is important. First of all, thickness of the workpiece. In the microplasma arc welding, we keep the thickness of the material is less than 1 mm, and also in the microplasma arc welding, current is very low. So below the 15 ampere current is used in the microplasma arc. But principle is same. When argon gas is flow in the electrode, and manage correct distance between the workpiece and nozzle, we produce the arc. So principle is same, but in the microplasma arc welding, two parameters is important. First is the thickness of the material, and other is ampere current of the welding current. So this is the overall view. When I will got argon gas, and we make the correct making the point, then I will show you a picture.
Okay, this was for plasma welding, and there was noise in background, so we're sorry for that noise. Okay, and
Any question?
any question from your side?
So that machine showed that there is an indicator for error. What sort of error it indicates? Like,
If suppose the water is not coming, okay, or suppose that minimum pressure or minimum flow required for the welding is not coming, so that type of error will show. There may the number of errors that will indicate in that screen. Actually, I wanted to show you that how that screen screen will show, okay, that screen is actually a touch screen, but that point present near our setup is not working, and it is very difficult to move that setup in other point, near to other point, so we couldn't show you. If it is repaired, then we can show you, or we can make another video with that proper presentation. We can show you that. Okay, so there are many limitations right now in our workshop, so we're not able to show you entire thing.
So you can use some sort of extension.
Actually, we used extensor because that pug machine was moving using that extensor also, but that extensor, the length of extension is very short. Okay, and wire for that is very short, that's why we couldn't show that. And any more question?
सर प्लाज्मा और माइक्रो प्लाज्मा वेल्डिंग का सेटअप में कोई अंतर होता है कि सेम सेटअप रहेगा?
अंतर होता है, इनपुट्स का अंतर रहता है कि मतलब जो
हेलो, आई एम ऑडिबल?
यस सर।
हाँ, माइक्रो प्लाज्मा आर्क वेल्डिंग और प्लाज्मा आर्क वेल्डिंग दोनों का सेटअप में अंतर होता है। जो कि ये माइक्रो प्लाज्मा आर्क वेल्डिंग का सेटअप हम दिखा रहे थे, तो इसमें जो करंट आपका जो रहेगा ये 50 एम्पियर का ही सेटअप होता है, और इसमें जो हम जो करंट का सेटिंग करेंगे ना, वो लेस देन 50 एम्पियर 15 एम्पियर का ही सेटअप कर पाएंगे। बट प्लाज्मा आर्क वेल्डिंग में हायर देन 1 mm से थिकनेस से ज़्यादा वेल्डिंग करेंगे और करंट भी हमको ज़्यादा चाहिए, तो सेटअप में अंतर होता है। ठीक है?
यस सर।
ओके, एनी क्वेश्चन? Okay, now we now move further lab foundry section. Okay. Because argon gas is not available, so that's why I will not show you in working condition. But when we will got argon gas, then I will make a video and I will share you. Okay.
All of you, today I will show you a lab of a foundry section, and this is foundry lab, and I will show you in the foundry lab how a product produced in the foundry lab. So first of all, I introduce different type of tool, different type of pattern which is using in the casting process. So as you know, what is casting? Casting is a process in which first of all a mold is prepared, and in the mold with the help of pattern a cavity will be generated, and when cavity will be generated, then molten metal goes in the cavity, and after the solidification we produce a desired object. So in this process we use different type of pattern, different type of tool. So first of all I will introduce different type of tool. So this is different type of this is different type of the pattern. This is two-piece pattern. As you know, two-piece pattern means top and drag. This is the top part, and this is called top and drag, cap and drag. And this is loose piece pattern. This is single piece pattern. So this different type of the pattern here. This is also single piece pattern, and this is loose piece pattern. Okay. So this is also a two-piece pattern. two-piece pattern. When we join this, we produce a single piece object. Okay, so here different type of pattern. Okay, now I will show you. This is also a single piece pattern. When we produce a cube, then we take impression on the mold, and after the remove this single piece pattern from the mold, and cavity will be generated. Okay, and this is different type of tool we using in the preparing the mold. This is reamer. So many here reamer, and this is trowel. We use molding sand, mix the molding sand, and this is the lifter. Actually, when we impress in the mold, in the pattern in the mold, then we use this tool will be used for removing the pattern. Okay, and this is also lifter. This is slick. Okay, this is slick, and this is also a single piece pattern. Here also keeping there different type of the pattern. Okay, and this is also single piece pattern. We produce different type of the casting. So you use here different of the pattern. Okay, this is a screw. Actually, you know, design of screw is a conical cylinder. Okay, so this is so many here screw, and this is riser. Actually, you know, riser is a reservoir of the casting, and when we fill molten metal in the cavity, then after filling the molten metal goes into the riser, and so riser is act as a reservoir, and we after the molting the molten metal in the cavity, so after the solidification, we shrink the molten metal. Then in the molten metal which is keeping in the riser, we use after the solidification. Okay, so this is the reservoir, and this is a different type of the molding box. Actually, in this box we keep the mold in the box, and after the keeping the mold, and we ream with the help of the reamer, we ream the mold and packing the mold with the help of the reamer. Will show a practical how to be reamer and packing the reamer. Okay.
So you all are introduced to the tools available in our central workshop institute. So I'm going to explain a little bit. So as you can see that in this split pattern, also it is called cope and drag pattern. So here there's a pin and there's a hole. So these pin and hole are present so that misalignment can be avoided. So like this, every pattern is designed, and while designing the pattern, we have to take care about all the allowance we require and we need, so that we can get a proper object or proper so that we can get a proper product. Okay, so here you can see whatever just give an overview. Here you can see whatever wooden pattern or wooden blocks are there. These all are different types of patterns. So these all patterns have a different applications, and different we have designed according to the different applications. Okay. Okay. After pattern, here we can see that reamers are available here. Reamers are kept here. So these all are used for reaming or ramming the sand, molding sand, so that we can get a proper mold, and full tight mold means this compact mold, so that it should not break. That mold should not break. Okay, and this. This all tools are already introduced to you. So this is a trowel. So the use of trowel is to mix the sand or take the sand from one place to other place. Okay, this is a lifter. The use of lifter is to lift the pattern from the mold box after getting the proper molding. And this is slick. It has, you can see that it has a two part. This part is this part is for gate cutting the gate, and this part is used as a slick as a trowel as well. These are again, these are patterns, different types of patterns. This is a single piece pattern, and this is a riser screw pin, and this is a riser pin. Actually, here in this laboratory, we use screw pin as a riser as well. So, but practically, but in reality, we should use a cylindrical part, not the conical one for a riser. And these all are molding box. So here you can see that different size of molding box available here. These all are for different use. These all are for different use and different size of pattern we require. And here, this is the sand. This is a molding sand. Actually, currently this is dry. So before making the mold, we have to give the moisture. For moisturing, we need to spray waters and apply waters in this. And currently, you can see that there are lots of dust and dirty dirts are there. So before that, we have to remove all the dirt and dust so that we can get the proper mold. Sand. So these are these are parts of sand. This is old sand which is already available in our institute, which are already mixed with binders and clays and all elements. So the main elements I'm showing here. It's a mix of clay and sand here. So this is, you can see that this is already moistured. So this is here it is making a mold. If I'm making a mold using my hand, so there's a graphite. This is mixed in this sand, so that this is also this also works as a binder. This is a borax. This also works as a binder. This is a mold box. Using this trowel, we will fill the sand in this mold box, and use this rammer. We will ram the sand after putting the pattern. This is the pattern in the mold box, and we will make a mold cavity of the shape of mold cavity will be same as this pattern. And using this this is a screw pin. So in this screw pin, we will make a screw so that molten metal will directly go to the mold box. And using this riser pin, we will make riser so that that molten metal will rise till the top, and it will work as a reservoir, and it will indicate that our mold cavity is filled. And using that lifter, we will lift the pattern from the mold box.
Now we are preparing mold actually. So we mix all these things, and all these things after the mixing we put we ring with the help of the reamer. We ring the mold and take close packing of the sand. Okay, so now we are mixing the these mold, sand, binder, borax, and graphite, clay also. And also we mix a little bit of water. Now we mix all these things: binder, actually clay, sand, graphite, and water, and we produce a mold. After mixing, a proper mixing of the sand, and after the proper mixing of sand and this sand, mold, actually put in the
So we have put this pattern inside this mold box, and this is screw pin. Is a riser. Riser should be
in a proper place.
riser should be not near to the pattern. It should be the distance between this riser pin and pattern should be given little bit, so that it should not affect the pattern or the mold cavity. So after that we will fill the sand.
क्या बोल रहा है? After the filling the molten box, we proper reaming the mold.
Giving the proper rimming. So ideally we should give vent. We should give a vent, but right now we don't have vent rod, so we have to remove this pin carefully. It should not break the mold. So right now we have removed this screw pin again. We are
बस hold कर थोड़ा. With the help of the lifter, we lift the pattern.
ये गिर जाएगा.
वीडियो लेते रहिए. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this type of cavity will be generated. This type of the mold cavity will be generated. After the cavity will be generated, molten will be poured in the basin, and it goes to the base screw, and after runner, and we fill the molten metal in the cavity. And after filling the molten metal goes into the riser. For some, when fill the cavity, we remove this molten metal remains sometimes for solidification. After the solidification, we produce the object. So this is the process of the casting. Okay.
During this construction, few tools are missing, so we couldn't show all the tools. Like sieves are missing and vent rod is missing, so that's why we couldn't show you the proper process which is used in factories or in industries. And ideally it should be on that sand bed, but sand bed is very dirty, and there are parts of bricks and rocks are there, so that's why we avoided that place. So any question from these videos? Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So any question? So is there any news that are you all coming to this institute? Hello?
No news, sir.
Then
Sir, I have one question.
yes.
Sir, ये
To share.
Okay, one by one. Yes, Rajkritya.
सर जो पिछला वाला वीडियो था तो उसमें जब सिंगल पीस पैटर्न क्यूबिकल पैटर्न दिखा रहे थे तो उन सब में ऊपर सेंटर में हल्के हल्के होल्स थे सर, वो क्यों थे?
एक्चुअली वो सब है ना, वो बहुत पुराना हो गया ना, तो जब उसको निकालते हैं ना तो स्पाइक से उसको ये करते हैं, पकड़ के उसको निकालते हैं। तो हमारे पास वो स्पाइक भी नहीं है, वो कहीं खो गया है, फिलहाल मिस हो गया है, मतलब अभी मिसिंग है। तो आइडियली जब हम पैटर्न को निकालते हैं ना मोल्ड बॉक्स से मोल्डिंग करने के बाद, तो स्पाइक से उसको पहले पिन ये करते हैं, फिर उसको हल्का सा शेक करके उसको फिर लिफ्टर के मदद से उसको निकालते हैं। इस वजह से वो है ना बहुत पुराना हो गया ना, तो वो इसलिए छेद कर करके वो ऐसे ऊपर में छेद हो गया है, बीच में ऊपर में ना, टॉप में।
यस सर।
यस, हाँ वही रीजन है। और मतलब ये ड्यूरिंग ये कंस्ट्रक्शन, मतलब वो ओपन ही रह गया ना, तो उसका कोई केयर किया नहीं, तो उसमें पानी वानी भी उसको खा गया, तो पूरा एकदम सब जो भी रैमर था या फिर जो स्लिक था सब रस्ट हो गया है पूरा।
और सर वैसे उसके राइजर और मोल्डिंग कैविटी के बीच में कनेक्शन नहीं बनाया था वैसे?
हाँ, राइजर नहीं, वो स्प्रू है। स्प्रू और उसके बीच में वहां पे एक्चुअली क्या हुआ ना कि ये मॉइस्चर बहुत ज्यादा हो गया, पानी कुछ ज्यादा हो गया, और प्लस मतलब सही से वो मतलब हो नहीं पाया, स्पेस नहीं है, तो उस तरह से तो फिलहाल वो कर नहीं पाए। अगर इसलिए बोलते कि अगर आप लोग आते यहाँ पे तो आप लोग से प्रॉपर करवाते, तो वो जब तक आप लोग करोगे नहीं ना तो समझ नहीं पाओगे, समझ रहे हैं? तो आप लोग जब भी आओगे तो आप लोग कभी भी बोलो, हम लोग रेडी हैं, तो आप लोग कर सकते हो वो लैब, ठीक है?
मतलब सर इस टाइम अगर नहीं भी आए तो भी कर सकते हैं ना सर?
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मतलब अगर नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर में आओ या नेक्स्ट ईयर आओ, अभी सेकेंड ईयर हो ना?
यस सर।
हाँ, तो
यस।
थर्ड ईयर में भी आते हो तो बस एक बार रिक्वेस्ट करना है कि मतलब आप लोग करना चाहते हो तो हम लोग दिखा देंगे या करवा देंगे, ठीक है? और तब तक आई गेस सब कुछ वर्किंग कंडीशन में हो जाएगा, सब कुछ अवेलेबल हो जाएगा, तो आप लोग के बेटर होगा। अभी जस्ट कंस्ट्रक्ट हुआ है तो अभी काफी लिमिटेशंस हैं। एनी मोर क्वेश्चन? I think all lab is done, na? Or any lab is remained? Hello?
पता नहीं सर।
अभी तक क्या क्या हुआ है? आर्क वेल्डिंग हो गया?
यस सर।
यस सर।
यस सर।
गैस वेल्डिंग का हो गया ना डिस्क्रिप्शन, मतलब कि डेमो क्लास या फिर डेमोस्ट्रेशन टाइप का कुछ? नॉट मीग वेल्डिंग, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट गैस वेल्डिंग। आर्क वेल्डिंग हो गया है, ओके। प्लाज्मा वेल्डिंग भी हो गया है। बाउंड्री सेक्शन भी हो गया।
फ्रिक्शन वेल्डिंग हुआ था।
हाँ, फ्रिक्शन स्टिर वेल्डिंग हुआ। वो फ्रिक्शन वेल्डिंग नहीं, दैट इज फ्रिक्शन स्टिर वेल्डिंग।
फ्रिक्शन स्टील वेल्डिंग।
हाँ, there's a difference between friction welding and friction stir welding. Okay. Okay, then if we don't have any doubts, then we can wind up today's class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. And CR, please send the attendance to.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.